Hello everybody, Dread Mechanic here, starting a bit later than I was intending to, but had things to do. Welcome to part 3 of my Armored Core Mark 4 build stream. This one is more of a reverse leg chicken walker type thing, even though the pictures on the side aren't actually proper chicken walker legs. They are just for reference for the paint job and a few weapons and things. Yesterday we started setting up some balance correcting type shenanigans to help this thing when it starts to tip over. And it's been mixed results. Some of it's been alright, some of it's not been as great. My sim speed is quite low, but then I've got 3 gigantic, ridiculous mechs. Oh no, wait. 5. Yeah. So, it's a wee bit janky, but not as bad as I thought it would be. And it does actually seem to help. Because if I activate walk mode, I do need to fix this reverse walking function a bit. Because its feet are catching as we walk backwards. But as you can see, that makes it tip forwards. What's going on with those feet? It's tipped a little bit too far. Oh, it's just about stopped us though. It stopped us falling over. Not quite perfect. Pain. What is going on with those legs? Why are they acting on the feet? To the first, it's because he starts to lean back a bit too much because of his weight distribution. He's very rear heavy. Oh yes, and I also need to think about putting or rearranging the wheels and the feet a little bit. And footrest. Yeah. Poor James and Boss, what happened to you? Oh, you run out of power. Have you run out of fuel, mate? You have. You've completely run out of fuel. Let's give you some life back. Wrong sliding button. There we go. Hello, Jameson. Life again. Maybe we should Oh, rig this thing up. And have a look at the feet. No. Right. Unfortunately, as nice as these look, the wheel suspensions are slamming on the floor. But wheels aren't quite deep enough, even at full strength. Oh, you're off, madam. So, we need to think about maybe rearranging these. Not using yellow, use that. Yeah. Oh, there's also probably that light is slamming the floor as well. I need to move that too. Or if we look to replace the suspension, we might be right. Put that off. Put that there, like that. That looks like. There's more contact on the floor. Hello, Jameson. Thank you. So we potentially do a bunch of them like that. It's dead. Do we want them sitting, facing out, or facing in? Facing sideways, which... A bit more... Jameson, I'm going to deactivate you in a second. Go sort your life out there, YouTube. Thank you. Why is my internet stupid? Well, that's assumedly just skipped out the last 5 minutes of the stream, so thank you very much, YouTube. So we'll try it out like that. Right, this side. Jameson, you get them. Just go all the way over there. And on his feet like a cat and making his way back. Right. important. And we want it at 100% braking. Want it at 100% strength. Don't need any power if it's not going to be driving anywhere. That's going to be alright. It'll be alright. Into that's key number 4. Indeed. That's what I want. Yeah. Put that down. I'll let you work. Contact now, but you've also got way more subject than you need. Just being a lot more stable now though, with a better point of contact in the centre of the foot. Autocorrect makes us go back. Reverse walking's actually a little less janky. Still tipping back too far though, because of that bloody great big rail going on its back. What's that clanging? What's that? What on earth is that? Lights out. Sensor range off. What's clanging? Making that noise. Ugh. Thank you. is making that noise. I think it's something to do with the gyro turning system. And it's really oh. Damn. It's with the amount of 4. And so that's the on-rotor system is outputting. Let's turn that back on again. It's turning too quickly. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Ah, crap, we just run out of fuel. They're all making that lambing noise. Not happy about that. I think it's just related to the amount of force the gyros are using there to turn. I don't actually see anything sparking anywhere. Spotlight and that off as well. It is a horrible one. Where is horrible noise coming from? Maths versus force issue. Because you've got multiple gyroscopes. You don't. Make horrible. Right, sounds much bit the maths left and right. You've got 2-turn gyro. You're heavier. Oh. That might be it. You're not going over backwards because you haven't got your anti-tilt thing yet. Might be. Light. What about you? Are you making horrible clanging sounds when I make a turn? Yeah, we are. What happens when I loose the button? Right, well, one way to diagnose the clang take one. Over it. Not like I'm doing. Always how that switched off. Damn feet. Start. I think it's the feet. The D-Stack all of them. Oh, although I walked without the stage. It worked actually surprisingly well without any toad. The balance system keeps it pretty low actually. Definitely not that though. What is it? It's clanging. Neighbour. Oh, I've got my room next door. Right. Oh my god. Smeg off with the power tools, mate. Seriously. That balance system's working fairly well. Is it the suspension? Is it you that's causing all the clanging? It's getting really irritating now. You were working fine up until about 5 minutes ago. Right, you've got no feet left, you've got no suspension left. Where's this becking noise coming from? And look at you spin on a dime with a That's the only problem with having using suspension for the feet, is you get more grip, you get a bit of protection, but with a lot of clanging noise. What is doing that? Is it the hands? I know they're pretty weak. Oh, it might be the hands. Now that I've chopped them off. Nope. Let's delete all this. Chopped off. Left in ruins. It might be weight versus mass versus force versus bullshit issue. I'll turn the force down on that. Well, for a start, it can't move anymore. Can't turn very well at all without that. So, yeah, I think it is a mass issue. So is God damn it. Do with how quickly shifting the mass left and right. It also doesn't help the suspension is on 100%. 1, 2. Oh, we only turn into. That's annoying. Well, we're turning harder than that. Take one out of each of them. Yeah, maybe we don't turn as quick now. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can make it over to the refuel station. Yeah, that clanging sound is definitely a mass times force issue, because now I've turned those rotors down. We'll turn the speed of them down, it's not clanging. But it means the mech can't turn as quickly. Can we reverse a half decent way? No, we can't, because those feet are still having some issues. Oof, close. Just need to. Ew. Yeah, that's alright. So I'm just sit on top of it. That says it's close enough, that says it's close enough, I don't care. That is in absolutely no way connected at all, but as long as the game says whatever. Right, so that clanging is coming from trying to turn the thing too quickly. God damn it. I wish we could increase and decrease rotors and hinges in less than increments of 6 RPM at a time, because I either have 6, 12, 24, blah 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 blah, and it gets exponentially more ridiculous. Damn. Yeah, because that ain't clanging anymore, not really. What happens when we take the friction completely out and try and turn? Opposite turns at 6 RPM, that's shit. With 0 friction, I'll just do a nice little moonwalk. So I might try and walk in reverse with 0 friction. Actually moving a little bit. So the reverse walk. 22.5. Ooh, look at us just skidding backwards. Suspension. Foot rotors. Foot rotors. No, these need to be stronger, I think. Maybe they need to swing out sooner or reverse. So that triggers at 22. Leg rotor. Leg rotor. 38.5. Okay. Walk. Reverse. What if we make that happen later, actually? What if we make that happen at 30 and minus 30? No, still tipping backwards. What would make it happen sooner? Drastically sooner, like 15 and minus 15. I think that's why it's catching. What is 35 minus 35 right before the end of its cycle. That toe needs to stay up longer. So it doesn't help that it's leaning back loads. Go on, autocorrect, you do your thing. Walking forwards works fine, mostly. So, what if we put rotors? What if we made the rear rotors move slower? No, we went straight into tipping over there. The auto balance correct thing will get us just about. Alright, what are you doing? Why are you going over on your side? Doing, you stupid robot. Thank you. Oh no, something's misbehaving, that's why. Right, what has suddenly gone on there? Why are you suddenly tipping backwards? Like, drastically. Like your gyroscopes aren't working. What's going on here? Something has gone screwy. Are we crashing the goddamn floor again? Weight issue, really, isn't it? Why have you fallen over? What are the settings for you? Oh, 22.5. But I haven't drastically increased the speed on that one, have I? I've tried to make this one walk a hell of a lot quicker. So put that down to 35. So what's the walk cycle speed on this one? 37. Put rotors. Put them back to 10 again, because that's what they were supposed to be in the first place. Yeah, I think it is just weight issue. Yeah, because he's alright when he's walking a bit slower. I'm going to make it 37 like the other one. Seven. Moving at 7.5, yeah, much of what all the others are doing. I think it might be a speed issue. I'm trying to get that walk cycle to go at 40 RPM was a little bit much for the size and weight of this thing. I ain't hearing no clanging anymore. That's when they can be. A million is just not enough. Absolutely not enough. Let's change that bit of armour there. Right, so yeah, if I adjust these turn controls again. Right, so I don't need to do that. I can just activate flight mode and test that. Screws them up in the air. Yep. What moves through there? Maybe if I turn the power down on them. Drop that. Not that, obviously. Drop that to 0.75. Maybe they're just a bit too strong. I can adjust it this way instead. 0.75. Well, I'll make them all half strength. Nope. Only seems to happen when I turn left. Why is it only when I turn left? I've fucked up the turn controls. That one's upside down. That one's the other way around. Decrease. Increase. Turn right. Increase. Decrease. Doesn't happen when we turn right. Makes a horrible sound every time we turn right. Left, rather. The only time it happens again is when we suddenly slam to the left. Could it be? What could it possibly be? I'll push you all the way out. Doesn't do it when we move to the right. Only does it to the left. That's so annoying. But it's not the feet. Oh, that sound is going to bug me forever. I'll figure it out later. Something is clanging in a left kind of direction. Only in a left kind of direction. Really irritating. So if I reset the turn controls back to the way they were. 201 turn rotor 201 decrease velocity 202 increase. C01 increase velocity, C02 decrease. See again, when I hold right it doesn't do anything. It's when I release and it turns back to the left. Every time I have to move left, it's going weird. Won't do it to the right. only happens when it goes back to the left. Really don't know what's causing that, because the only difference between that one and this one are the handguns and the turrets. This one doesn't make horrendous noises. What's the weight difference? This one is 3 tons heavier than this one. Yeah, 3 tons heavier. If I add 3 tons of heavy blocks to the top, just to test this out, what difference is that going to make? No difference at all. So there's fundamentally something fucked up here. What rotors? That one is detached. That's not the source of the problem. Any of that. We're not clanging. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with you. You now weigh the same. And you have the exact same settings. Five. So exactly the same. The only real difference with that one is I've put sensors for the turn system here. Are they clanging somehow? No. What would it be then? This one's considerably heavier. Not clanging. They're exactly the same. Oh, down we go. Foot rotors. Everything seems the same. Seems like it's over there. is it this hinge for some reason? This hinge for some reason. Oh, so let's come from over here. God damn it. How is that light on? That is a really, really, really irritating sound. I've been battling with this for almost this entire stream and it's really starting to piss me off. Literally just about moving to the left. What is it that's doing that? It only clangs when I turn left. Is it the fucking head? Is that slamming on something? Oh, wait. Oh, you wanker. That entire time, I think, was the side of the head slamming against. As well, wasn't it? That entire time, it was that. Oh, no, my keys have stopped working properly. Right. I'm saving quitting that and I'm reloading that. Because it is being a little bitch. And I'm an idiot. I just need to reduce the range on the head. Because apparently it's touching. So I've spent the last hour trying to diagnose two blocks leaning against each other. But I thought it was actual clang. So let that be a lesson to anybody that encounters similar unknown clang problems with no sparking and no flashing, but horrible sounds and only in one direction. And it was obviously because every time I was pressing left, that head was facing left and slamming into the left-hand side every time. Because now, no horrible sound. Whereas if I control the head again, make it lean all the way to the right, yeah, there you go. It's as it's clipping off the side of here, it is clanging. So let's reduce that down by a few degrees. What's that going to do then? Let's turn all of that way. His head facing all the way to the left. Hit the left button. Nothing's clanging anymore. God, it was literally that. All of that faffing was for a 2.5 degree difference there. Because of collision fields. Surprise, surprise. Right, okay, that was an hour wasted, but lesson learned. Turn the lights back on though. Right, okay. So we know what that clanging was now. Well, that's good to know. Does that mean then that it wasn't a mass issue and I can increase the turn rate a little bit? So we're on what? Decrease, decrease, decrease velocity, increase, increase, increase velocity, and then we'll do the opposite on the other turn rotor, or the other turn controller. So that'll be 1, 2, increase velocity, 1, 2, decrease velocity. What's that like? Oh, that's fine. I can increase that all day long. It was literally just the feckin' head scrubbing against its armor plating at the side. I'm an idiot. I've spent an hour pulling this thing apart piece by piece trying to figure that out. They just don't lift high enough, that's the problem. They go all the way to 40 and that's still not enough apparently. Turn that off. 40 degrees. It's getting pretty damn close. that in much further. You know, it's not imperative that it walks in reverse, it's just a handy extra feature. Starts to tip back a little bit eventually, and then it all goes a bit wrong. But as long as it can walk forwards in its intended direction, then that is fine. Need to do back to 40 again. You start leaning too far back. That speed. Right, well, we should probably try more of this balance control testing that we were doing yesterday. Because now we've got more suspension on the feet. We've got a better footing, and we've got more grip. So, climbing this hill shouldn't be as much of a struggle as it was yesterday. What you could also do with... Oh, I think that's already set up. Yeah, just need to turn that back on. So I actually see these collision fields for these sensors a bit better. Because at present, this is the only way I can think of making a vanilla balance control system. So when the voxels connect with one of those fields, it'll tilt the mech back into an upright position by fiddling with the gyro overrides. Oh, at least I figured out what the horrible clanging sound was. It was literally just the head scrubbing against the side of the body. Right, so there we go. Inclines. Yeah, we're definitely getting better grip on the floor with the extra set of wheels. Oh, I'm going over a bit. And there we go, we're going a bit. God damn it. Not too bad yesterday. Maybe again because the walk cycle's a bit too quick. Maybe it does actually need to be a little bit slower. Because it's not having enough time to get its purchase on the floor. So, back down to 35. Nope, I'm not liking that hill, or that angle. Well, the auto correction is kind of working, so. Or not. Oh, come on, you were working beautifully yesterday. Let's go back over here. You weren't giving me nearly as much shit before. Try and go up a slightly shallower bit. Sometimes the angles on the floor are a lot steeper than you think they are. Ah, hey dude. Hey Lone Wolf. Ah, you can interrupt all you like, mate. Just having mixed results with a vanilla balancing system that was working alright yesterday, and now it's being a pain in the arse. And I haven't really changed much since yesterday. The only difference is I've added some more wheels to the feet. But still not that great. There you go. Maybe I just need to make the fields a little bit wider or longer. He does really well on flat ground. He does really well at flying. I'm just trying to figure out a way to make him go up hills. And he's managed to get up this hill pretty well. It's just the only way I can get him to correct his center of balance is with gyro overrides. And annoyingly, the gyro overrides have only got increase and decrease controls. They don't have a reset control. Which is annoying. What that means is I can't just max out an override and then hit reset. I have to make it return back the exact same amount that I've added to it, and it's been causing a few little issues. What I might actually have to do is have a set of gyros to override each direction individually, rather than have 3 set up to try and control all 4 directions at once. But he's managed to get all the way up this hill so far. The problem is, if I make his walk cycle any quicker, he starts to get a bit more tippy. And I'm curious about trying to make a vanilla way of making the walk cycle stop, or not trigger, if both feet aren't touching the ground. And we can walk into this trough, and those gyros should correct us. We tip too far forward, or in any particular direction. Yeah, now he's got those extra suspension on his feet, he is way better at walking, way better at getting grip. Just his balance, that's the problem. Yeah, this is the problem I'm having. I've got too many sensors trying to control the same set of gyros. So we need to rethink that a little bit. Oh, sorry about that, dude. Yeah, I'm a bit of a heavy smoker myself, and yeah, I've got like an fucking supposedly AI noise cancelling thing that came with NVIDIA Broadcast. I hope it cut out the lighter flicks most of the time, but apparently not. Right, so the balancing system's working pretty well, but I've got too many sensors competing for the same 3 gyroscopes. So, this is a confusing mess in here. So it's just these 3 in the middle that it's doing, isn't it? So what I could actually do with doing is making, how many have we got? 3, 6. Right, so we've got 4 dimensions we need to work in. Forward, backward, left, right. Well, 2 dimensions, but 4 directions. So I could have one set of gyros for each direction. Oh crap. Yeah. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Right, so tilt control. Yeah, actually fill that full of 9 of them. We don't actually need that many. I think that's a bit excessive. Oh, crap. I have to rebuild these from scratch. And it will also mean that I'll need some more timers, I think. Ugh, this is boring. Right, so these gyros down here. Let's ignore the ones in the middle. They can just go back. Oh, wrong word. Wrong tag removed. I'll take that out. Right. So we'll just use wrong button. Then we got those on that side, and those on that side. They can be tilt left. Actually no, tilt right. I want them pointing us back into the middle. That could be tilt left. That those ones could be tilt forwards. Yes, that is an idea in the back of my mind. is putting something along the lines of some sensors and an event controller in there to detect when both feet are connecting to the floor. Because the two options I've got are either sensors or landing gear, and I don't want landing gear getting close to the floor because I don't want the clunky sound. So my idea is potentially sensors detecting voxels that trigger lights, and when both lights are triggered the walk cycle can continue, kind of thing. Because I've been trying to sort of think of a way to make the walk cycle more dynamic. Because when it's on flat ground it's pretty much fine, but when it's on hills and uneven surfaces, the feet will just continue to move regardless of what angle they're sitting at. I know all that kind of nonsense can be handled by scripts pretty well, but that's not the point of these mechs. I'm trying to make them as vanilla as possible. So far, the only mod in any of these mechs is just a mod to make the rotors a little bit stronger, because rotors are piss weak. So we did. That was going to be forward. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, they're going to be forward. They can be tilt reverse. So we will inevitably have to add back in some timers I deleted yesterday. Because, annoyingly, the overrides for gyroscopes don't have a reset option. They've only got an increase and a decrease. There's no reset override, which frustrates me. Because this would be so easy if I could just do that. If I could just slam the override into max and then just reset them with the click of a button, that'd be so good. But that ain't how this works, unfortunately. And I'm pretty sure I built all my gyroscopes backwards like an idiot. Because if I increase pitch override, it tips me back. Yeah, thought so. Oh, yeah. I know I've screwed up there. I need to turn all those sensors off. Because it's now doing things with the overrides. Stop, please. Yep. Stop. Thank you. Something's still spinning. Oh, I know what it is. It'll be the 3 in the middle. This is why it'd be really nice to just have a, there it is, reset override option. Because I can do it with the mouse. I can slam a override all light and then just click right click on that and it resets it. Why can't I have the option? Right, everything is now back to normal. Let's get you back on your feet. These things. Let's go through all these and reset everything. Which is going to be long and boring, but I don't want to have to add more gyroscopes. I mean, yeah, if you want to bung up like a demo version on the workshop, yeah, go for it. I've done that before and just put things up in a in progress state. I had to do that on Mod.io when I moved over to PC, and there's still a whole bunch of blueprints on my old Xbox account that I need to retrieve that I never got around to uploading, that were all in like half-finished states, so that I could then download them again back onto my Steam account and carry on building them on my PC. That's how I got like all my original like Think Tank Tachikomas and all that stuff over onto my PC. But I've still got loads of other stuff on my Xbox account, like mostly ships and things. I didn't really get into mech building properly until I got to PC and started figuring things out properly, but I've got some cool spaceships on my Xbox account I need to retrieve. Like, I made a full-scale Starbug from Red Dwarf, if you're familiar with that. I really want to retrieve that because I put a lot of effort into that. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, taking all the rest of them out. I'd also like to try and retrieve my original Tachikoma design because it was so god-awful compared to what I can build now. It'd be funny to have a look at it again. Let's take all of these out. Oh, I only got around to doing those on that side. Okay. Yeah, I'm on PC myself. I used to play on Xbox a long time ago. And then I got a gaming PC because I got a nice tasty tax rebate from the government one day. And went, cool, I'm buying myself a gaming PC with that, thank you very much. Right, that's that one cleared out. Done reverse. Done right. We are gonna absolutely have to add in more timers, which is a pain in the ass. Or, actually, if we're only controlling... We're only gonna control... Oh, no, because no, I'd still need the timers because I need to be able to get to 10. And yeah, no, I'd still need the timers, damn. Oh, I'll scrap that idea. Right, so I need more timers. God damn it. Oh yes, Boys from the Dwarf, mate. I remember watching. I've been watching Red Dwarf literally as long as I can remember. The first season of Red Dwarf came out when I was 2, and my mum was watching it at the time, and it has been in my life literally as long as I can remember. But yeah, I've made a couple of like Red Dwarf ships. I got halfway through making the Blue Midget from the first couple of seasons, and then I think it was around that time I moved to PC. But I do really need to retrieve my Starbug at some point. Like, half the reason I moved to PC in the first place is because my old Xbox One could not really handle Space Engineers very well. It couldn't handle much of anything very well. And then, one by one, it turned out all the games I was playing and all the games I was interested in were PC ports to the Xbox. And I was essentially had an entire Xbox library full of PC games, and just like, why don't I just get a PC? I'm not playing any Xbox games. I'm just playing PC games on an inferior platform to handle them. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my Xbox, but it can't run all the games that I actually enjoy playing on a regular basis. Like, the biggest kicker for me was when Subnautica 2 came out. That ran so badly on the Xbox One. Like, unplayably badly. Like, Cyberpunk 2077 at launch, kind of badly. It was so awful. And then I got it on my PC and it worked absolutely fine. So I need 1, 2, bum bum, 3 and 4 more timers. These ones. So we're gonna have tilt forward. We're basically gonna have to have double for each one. That means that's gonna end up being tilt forward off. I'll call it that for now. That can be tilt reverse off. You know what? It's gonna annoy the crap out of me if I don't make these the right way around. So that could be tilt right off. That can be tilt reverse off. And change that one to tilt left off. That'd be like that. Right. It's pissing down with rain outside. That's lovely. Oh yeah, actually, I also. Ah, no worries, man. Yeah, my old Xbox One has been in a box for about 2 years since I moved house, and I haven't really played it in a while. But yeah, man, no worries. Have fun at work, and yeah, let us know if you post that AC up, and I'll have a little nosy at it. I always like having a look at the way other people are doing things. Yeah, cheers for dropping by, dude. Right, so what do we need to do? We need to make this tilt control system a little bit better. Let's put walk sensor in there as well, so it all fits in together nicely. Right. Oh yeah, and we'll put walk sensor in there. Oh, damn it. Walk sensor. Oh, he's messing it all up, did he? There we go. That's the one. That's the one, and that's the one. Right. Tilt. Controls. So, forward. Tilt forward is actually decreased pitch because I put the fucking gyros the wrong way around. I can't be arsed rebuilding them. So we'll do these 10 times each. That will get us all the way to 60 RPM. And with 3 of these, it's been fairly decent. That's tipping us in the right direction. I was using 9 and that was getting a bit extreme. So we'll just use the 3 for now. There you go, that'll pitch that all the way through. And we got to do the same in reverse. And reverse is confusingly increased pitch. Because I originally had all 4 sensors trying to trigger these same 3 gyros independently, and it was causing conflicts. The sensors would get confused, the gyros would get confused, and it would all get a bit out of sync, and then it'd get locked into pitch override in one direction, and it would just end up spinning. Which is why I really want a reset option, like increase pitch, decrease pitch, reset pitch, increase roll, decrease roll, reset roll, you know what I mean? Something along those lines would be great. There's like so many little quality of life type adjustments that I'd like. I mean, obviously there's all kinds of cool blocks and stuff that everyone would want, but there's loads of just like little things like that that I would love to get changed. Like little additions, like, yeah, things like that. Like, and things like having an on and an off state for things. Like, I don't care if the entire menu takes up the entire screen and I have to scroll through it. I just want more options. It'd be nice. Right, so now we've got that and we've got that, so clicking that tips us forward, and clicking that resets it, clicking that tips us backwards, clicking that resets it, tip forward, trigger, that stops it. There you go. So that's the basic idea for the front and back. And reverse is just going to be the opposite of that. So reverse for us would be increase, which is confusing and annoying. We're going to do it on a different set of Jesus, it's really raining outside. I'm going to do it on a different set of gyroscopes and see if that causes less conflict. You're trying to have 2 sensors increasing and decreasing the same pitch override independently of each other was getting a bit weird. So for this one, annoyingly, we want to increase the pitch because I put the gyroscopes the wrong way around. I did that 3 models ago, and I'm not rebuilding it on all of these mechs. I'll just do it backwards instead. So we'll do this one like this, and hopefully we'll get less confusing and conflicting results when we start to tip over. Because inevitably all bipedal mechs will tip over at some point. Like I said before, humans are designed wonky. We're not really supposed to stand on 2 feet. That's why most of the creatures don't do it. Or if they do, they have better leg setups. Right, so tilt, reverse, turning off would be pitch decrease. Then once we've got these done, we can reassign them to our balance control. And we could really do with making a system, like Lone Wolf said, of setting up some sensors to restrict the walk cycle. Both feet aren't on the floor. Now I could potentially do that by sticking a sensor on each foot, having it detect the voxels. When it detects a voxel, turn on a light, because event controllers don't recognise sensors, because they're essentially the same thing. So I think, yeah, event controllers can't pick up sensors, but event controllers can pick up blocks turning on and off. So if you had a sensor triggering a block turning on and off, the event controller could detect the blocks, and when both blocks are switched on, it can activate something, and it could be gated. But it would only turn on the walk cycle timer when both feet are touching the floor, because the walk cycle timer is being triggered by an event controller that is detecting a rotor spinning round. I don't want to turn the rotor on and off, because that would affect the overall walk cycle, where if I just turned off the timer triggering the walk cycle, then if it wasn't switched on, it wouldn't trigger as the rotor spins. The rotor would continue to spin. It would only trigger it when both feet are on the floor. Yeah, I reckon that might work. But for now, I want to get this tilt control working. So we've set up forwards and reverse. So that one has to be tilt forward. And tilt forward off. Reverse. Ah, damn. Tilt, reverse. That wants to trigger that, and that wants to trigger that. Need to turn all these back on, don't I? Yeah. Got to turn that back on. I've not done anything with left and right yet, so they're not going to trigger anything. Wait. Reverse. Start to trip over. That kicked us straight back into position. Let's remove these. Tilt. Gyro. Tilt forward, let's have one of them. And tilt reverse, let's have one of them so we can see what they're doing. See that one kicking into action, and we tip too far forward then. As we tip too far back, because our reverse cycle isn't perfect yet, that kicks us straight back forward. Yeah, I do need to work on that reverse cycle a little bit, because it's still a bit janky. Not too bad though. And that kicks us backward forward. Oh, right. Oh. Okay, right. Let's set up the whatever spell tilt wrong. Tilt left. Left is the right way around. Then that means the gyroscope's actually backwards, and it's got pitched the wrong way around. Okay, whatever. Oh, that works. Anyway, so decrease is tilt left. So tilt left. So we need to decrease roll on all of these. Yes, don't worry, madam, I'm going to feed you soon. Yeah. Decrease the roll on these. Hey. Right, that's all of that. So tilt off would be the opposite. The increase roll. Put it back in the middle again. Right, there we go, that's the end of there. Right, so that is tilt left. So, trigger that, we tilt left, trigger that, we stop. Two. 1. Right. Do tilt right. Tilt right was definitely increased, wasn't it? Yeah. So, tilt right. Increase the roll on all of these to make it tilt right. And then we can do the other one to decrease the roll, to put it back in the middle again. Oh, I'm so annoyed that all that clanging for the first hour of this stream is literally just being caused by that head not even touching another block, being vaguely close to another block. It was just stupid and irritating. Tilt right, but at least it wasn't an issue with the actual mech, because I absolutely cannot stand it when I put in lots and lots of time and effort and work making something look cool and making it work nicely just for something to clang and make horrible noises. I don't like those horrible noises. They mean bad things are happening. Pretty sure that's the whole reason those noises are in the game. Sometimes I see videos of other people's mechs, and I see hinges and rotors and pistons screaming in agony, and it upsets me. It makes me want to download their blueprints and fix them. And the other thing I see a lot of people not using is Share Inertia Tensor. Share Inertia Tensor is really important for building mechs. Anything with moving parts. It evens out the weight distribution between the subgrids and makes things less wobbly. So trigger that to the right, trigger that off. Cool, right, so sensors, as they say on Star Trek for some reason. Forward we've done, right, reverse we've done, left we need to redo. Tilt left, so tilt left, off, and tilt right. Tilt off. So, now, if I try and offset myself with any of these last three rotors, I try and pitch forward, that gyro corrects us. Try and pitch backwards, that gyro corrects us. Just do it with one. There you go. That's those gyros trying to correct us. Lean all the way back. Those ones at the back are stopping it and fighting it. Cool. And if we roll to the left, I need to increase the range on those sensors. That should be triggering by now. We tilt left, roll. Something is going on there. Tilt right. What's going on there? Something is still using the wrong things. Bit. Sensor left. Tilt left off. Right. Tilt right off. What's going on here? Trigger that. Go back to the middle, please. Hang on. Doing the wrong thing here. Tilt right off. You're still being triggered. Stop. What's going on here? Where is it? Sensor. Right. We're getting turned off for a minute. Oh, I figure out what's going on here. Tilt right off should be stopping that. There we go. Right. Right, you're going to behave yourself now. Sensor. Right. On. What the hell, use all these flight gyros. Now, stop us from tipping all the way backwards. That's catching us there. That's catching us there. Right. Does everybody want to work properly now? Go for a little scroll and see how well this works. I'm going up this hill again. I do really want to increase the walk cycle, but all I ended up doing was flipping over all the time. Now, I wanted to build a sensor system. Then I need the event controllers as well. Oop. Yeah, that corrected us a bit. Yeah, I might have to add a system to definitely add a system to stop the walk cycle when it's not connected to the floor, but balancing system seems to be working a bit better now that it's got individual gyros to play with. Now, maybe with the forward and reverse sensors, I'll extend that out a little bit, let's say 7.5. Right side. A little bit better. That's got more chance of connecting with the floor. I wish you could get circular sensor fields, that would be nice. That's another thing on my wish list. Oh, there you go. Don't worry, I'll feed you soon. There's only half an hour left. No. Yeah, if I just let it stop the walk cycle, that would be fine, wouldn't it? I don't want it to turn off the walk cycle, I just want it to stop it from triggering the next step. Yeah, if I had some sensors that were connected to an event controller that turned off the walk cycle, that might work. But he's done a much better job of getting up this hill this time. Particularly on a weird angle. He's not been too bad at all. Yeah, slightly increasing the turn rotors has been quite good. It's not making anything clang, because the clang was coming from the stupid head position. Right, back to these horrible ridges. Let's see how well this works. Might need more gyros, but we'll figure that out later. I've got lots and lots of gyros in this thing to play with. a question of working out what orientation they're on. Right, now we're going downhill a little bit. How well is that going to correct us? Well, it's not doing too bad. There we go, see the sensors a bit better now. Yeah, that's not doing too bad. Alright, so when we try and go uphill again, how's that going to work? Yeah, I reckon if we get a timer system in there to stop the walk cycle when both feet aren't attached to the floor, it might actually work a bit better. Because the gyros are catching us and stopping us tipping back. It's just the feet are trying to push off nothing. And that's going to be too far for those gyros, isn't it? Yeah. Right, well, that did miles better than the previous system. So, let's think about foot sensors then to control this walk cycle rotor, because this rotor here is what controls the legs, the leg cycle ticking back and forth, and that spinning round is triggering a event controller, which is in turn triggering a timer that makes the legs move. So if I can set up a way to turn off that timer block that triggers the walk cycle, I can effectively interrupt the walk cycle when I want to. Because if I cycle on off, if I start walking, you go see the walk cycle timer tick on. If I turn that off now, the timer at the front will keep spinning, the thruster will keep pumping, but it won't do anything until that's turned back on. So if both feet aren't on the ground, it'll only turn on then. Essentially work like that, I reckon. So what I need is a couple of sensors. I also reckon I do need to get some more gyroscopes into the balance system. I've got millions of the things spread across this mech, so there's plenty to pick from. Right, so I reckon that'll work. So what I need is a sensor, or 2 sensors, 2 lights, and an event controller. I'll use one of those lights because that's already pre-assigned to something. Where can I put it then? What's that? Somewhere nearish the middle, but not likely to happen. Do 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 do. Where could I put one? That's an idea. I could just put a light and a sensor either side of the... Where am I? I'm on the left side. So, let's chop that out of there. And we could bung in... What's that? Oh, there we go. Stick one of them in. Actually, no. I want to try and use different lights for different things, so let's do double one of them, I reckon. Yeah, I'll do one of them. The outside of each foot, so I can see it. And we'll put the sensor the inside of each foot. We'll just have them both point to the mid, because then it's not like they need to point forward. Right, so we are at the back. That's forward, right, so that's left. Oh yeah. So walk, cycle, sensor, L0. L01. Let's just steal that colour scheme. Into that things. What? Cycle. Light. L01. Yeah, I think that'll do. I'm not on the left. Oh yeah, I'm on the left. I'm myself confused. So that can be R01. That sensor gets to be Fork cycle sensor. R01. Do we have any event controllers left in here? No use making doubt. Why would we? Well, I know the perfect place to stick one. Because there's a gap here. My favourite block. Oh. And the wrong button again. There we go. Controller. Walk. Oh god. What should we name it? We've got a walk cycle controller. Just call it walk cycle delay for now. Some way to distinguish it. No. Walk cycle bits. L01. Let's stick tilt in all of those as well. We need to add them back in eventually. Tilt reverse. Tilt reverse light. Tilt right. That. And just turn them off for now, so I can see what's going on down here. So, walk, cycle, sensors, let's turn them on. Turn everything down to bare minimum. So if we make it 2 meters in either direction for now. Like 3. Top doesn't need to be anything because we're right on the edge. Back doesn't need to be anything. Front needs to connect with the floor. .5 is not close enough. 1.7. Or we call it 1.75. What's that like? That is just connecting into the floor. Let's go with that for now. That's the same. That's just connecting into the floor. Yeah, 3 meters seems about fine for now. I reckon I should probably bring those back a little bit. Let's say 1.75. 1.5. Yeah, I'll do 1.5 meters either side. So that that section has to be firmly planted on the floor. Cool. Right, we'll try it like that. Right, so walk cycle then. Those sensors are touching the floor when they do things. When they detect the floor, I want to turn that light on and off. For that side. I want that to detect that light and turn it on and off. And this controller will detect blocks turning on and off. Be looking for those two blocks, not be gated. When both those blocks are on, walk cycle block can turn off, and when they're not, well, it can turn on rather, when they're not it'll turn off, hopefully. So, see if this works. Right, so let's just check something. Walk on forward. That turns on walk start. Yeah, so yeah, walk start. You know, take that out now. That doesn't need to be there anymore. That hasn't needed to be there for a long time. As we've done all that, it's no longer new. It's old hat. Right, so that's that. So it's actually walk start. That turns on the walk cycle. Yeah. The walk cycle light turning on turns on the walk cycle block. On and off, yeah. That turns that on and off, that turns that on and off. Yeah, the light turns that on and off. Gosh, you. Oh, and obviously it won't have any effect yet because I've not set it up properly. I don't want to do any of that. It just wants to detect asteroids. And that doesn't want to do any of that. It just wants to detect asteroids. Ah, right. It's kind of working. think I need to extend the range on the sensors a little bit, because he's got a bit of bounce in his step, and his feet are picking up off the floor. That is definitely having the desired effect. Let's increase the sensor ranges a little bit then. Let's make left and right 3 meters each, so it is the full length of the foot, or at least close as the full length of the foot. And we'll make it stick 2 meters into the ground. Yeah, that does seem to be working. He's just quite a bouncy boy, so... Oh yeah, and obviously I turned all the tilt sensors off, didn't I? Let's turn them all back on. Yeah, that does seem to be working pretty well. Walk. Vital sensors. Let's make them a little bit longer still. What they like now, it's hard to bloody see through all the other sensor fields. Yes, they're about the length of the foot now. Yeah, 3.5 either side, that's about the length of the foot, that'll do. They're about the right width. Might need to make them poke into the floor a little bit more. But they seem to be working quite well. Walk cycle sensors. Alright, let's call the bottom of it 2.5. 2.5. Sticks into the floor a little bit more. Yeah, it's definitely sort of working, alright. Might need a bit fine tuning here and there. Or I might potentially want to set up separate sensors for the front and back of the foot. Because if I have it too deep, it's, as you can see, it's never going to not connect with the floor. It's got little moments where it doesn't, but... Well, that's a decent little rudimentary system for now to control the balance and the walk cycle and stop it doing stupid things. With all those gyros, I'll make it go back to there. Let's turn off walk mode and just quickly fly over here. It'll be easier. I'm not getting any clanging anymore. Nope, it was all because that head was in the wrong bloody position. Right, I'm going to drop that there. See how this works now on these hills. Now that we've got a system to control our walk cycle a little bit better. I still think I'm going to need to build separate sensors on each foot for forward and backward mode, because one big blanket sensor across the back of across the whole foot might cause issues connecting when I don't want it to, but we will find out in a few seconds as we try and ascend this hill. Let's go back to there so we can see what's happening. That's kind of having sort of the intended effect, but yeah, like I thought, because that is one big sensor covering the entire bottom of the foot, the back is connecting a little bit too soon. I'd like to have just one sensor at the front of the foot for forward mode, and one at the back for reverse mode. But that's working pretty well for now. When we're at about 3 hours, so I'm going to try and walk up the rest of here and see how well we do with this new system. So we can see one of the gyros for each direction of tilt control we've got, and we can also see the walk cycle timer turning on and off as those sensors are triggering it. So we can see this walk control system actively working. That's not doing too bad. Yeah, that's not doing too bad, to be honest. I'll go back over to these troughs. Let's see how well it works. Right, down the big hill we go. Stopped until we settle down a bit. That's nice. There's the balance gyros kicking in, correcting ourselves. Let's try and go up the hill. That's working quite nicely, actually. Thank you, Lone Wolf, for the interesting idea. Kind of half thought of it already, but you've given me the inspiration to actually play around with it. And it works quite well. Might need a little bit more tweaking, but so far it's doing quite good. What happens when we try and get up this hill? I think that hill might just be too steep for me at the moment. Yeah, that hill's just too steep for me at the moment. Incline, is it? Not massive, but it is kind of steep. We'll go over this way instead. Try some of these hills. Some of the slightly nicer ones. Yeah, well, the balancer system definitely seems to be working better now that it's got separate gyro control for each direction rather than a whole bunch of gyros fighting each other. Or a whole bunch of sensors fighting each other for the same gyros, rather. We're doing a slightly better job getting up that hill, but... Ooh. I do think I might need to stick a few more gyros into the tilt control again. Because 3 is alright for a little bit of balance control, but trying to tilt those kind of extreme angles with just 3 gyros, I think, isn't quite enough. But the little delay system for the warp cycle is working really well. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I've not heard any hideous clangs or bangs or wallops or whacks in a while, so the new foot design is definitely working better. Yeah, this is definitely working very well. What I was expecting. I just wish I could make the walk cycle a bit quicker without it making it so ticky. He's definitely handling these hills better. Yeah. Just... What moves I make? Make tilt sensors forward and backwards. That must be that. It's front extent. Make that 9 meters so it's touching the floor. that too much. Might be a little bit too much. We make this hill. Is it too steep? It is quite steep. I don't think we can make it that hill. Oh, we go a bit sideways. Oh, we go a bit sideways, we're gonna fall over. Absolutely gonna fall over. We put that. Yeah, stop the floor. Right, anyway. That's been fairly successful. Fly back over here. Jameson Cyborg on his side again. Yeah, he's stuck in a hole again. Oh well. Anyway. So, we've sort of perfected the balance control system. And we have put in the beginnings of a walk cycle control system that I'm quite liking. It works quite nicely. Sitting in the floor. Yeah. Just quickly, before we leave, I'm just going to put those back to what they were, which was 8. Yeah, I think next time I might move the sensors and the lights and have them set up so they're just on the front section. The walking forward. And I might have them set up to turn on and off when I let go of the walk keys. But for now, that works really well. The tilt control works quite well. It just needs a few more gyros adding to it. We've got a big long list of gyroscopes in here for flight mode that we can use as well, probably. Ooh, what happened to the legs there? Why does that keep happening? That is something that I need to figure out how to correct. Occasionally, the legs don't reset back to the position they're supposed to. Occasionally, they reset the wrong way.
But leave that there for now. Turn that off. Walk, we can turn. We've got tilt control, so we don't fall over as much. All that is controlled with literally the W, A, S and D controls. Yes, I have to add some more suspension to the oh, there you go, there's the walk control kicking in because he got a bit too bouncy. Turn the sensors off eventually. Sounds. But yeah, that works pretty damn well. Yeah, he's a bit bouncy now because he's got those extra wheels in the centre. But I'd rather have protected feet and less clang. I can deal with the bounce one way or another. That's what it's like when trying to walk in reverse. No, not too bad. Feet still catch a bit, but the walk cycle time is kind of catching it. Yeah, I just need to improve the reverse walk cycle as best I can. It's not too bad, it's just those toes catch. But hey ho, it all works pretty well. Sooner or later I will get a chance to finish it and publish it. And all these others as well. But there's a lot of stuff in this one now that I need to copy and paste over to the other three. This one's pretty much the most advanced mech I've ever made at this point, I think. So, yeah. And turn walk mode off, and the arms all reset. Cool, that'll do for now then. I've got hungry cats that are slowly swarming around me. So, I'm going to call that quits for now. And I will see you all next time. And I've had those stupid pictures up at the side of the screen for this entire stream. I haven't noticed. I'm an idiot. Oh well. Is what it is. Thank you for watching, thank you for chatting. I will see you all next time, so goodbye for now.